It did not work out with my ex-fiance. I hate that I have to say that word now. It sounds like a spell, doesn't it? Just like, ex-fiance! It's terrible. He and I are not friends, not because he's a bad person. He's actually a very good person. I don't know if you've ever dated someone right before they find out they're bipolar, but it is what is known as the Lord's work. I think I was a great partner if nothing went wrong. If nothing went wrong, I was like, awesome. But if one thing went wrong, total nightmare. Like, I was like those spikes you drive over when you're returning a rental car. Like, as long as you keep moving forward, everything's great. But if you back up even a little, I will slash all your tires. And then be like, what? I put up a sign. And you're like, I know I messed up a little, but like this reaction seems like other speed bumps don't react like that. And I'm like, then go be with her! We are not friends, my ex-fiance and I, because I think it's weird when exes try to be friends with each other and they're like, we'll hang out, we'll get froyo. You're like, froyo? I know what you taste like. I'm not gonna sample yogurt with you, you psycho. Do they have Kevin after a run? Do they have that flavor at Yogurtland? They do. It's salted caramel, but still. I went back home after I called off my engagement for whatever holiday doesn't offend you, and a lot of my friends are settling down. Some of them are just settling, period, end of sentence. You guys know those couples? Everyone knows one couple like that, where like one person in the couple is way hotter and cooler than the other person in the couple. I like to call those couples chocolate-covered raisins. Because you're like, sure, you could put those two together if you want. But every time you see them, you're like, chocolate, what are you doing? Like, you could have been with anybody. You could have been with caramel. You could have been with marshmallow. You could have been with peanut butter, who I heard cures depression. And you want to be with raisin forever? Like, no offense, raisin, you're great. We love you. Nature's candy. That's you. But you belong with, like, oatmeal. Like, you know that, right? This doesn't feel good, right? Aren't you scared every day that someone's gonna come along and suck chocolate right off of you? I love this joke because I like to feel couples in the audience looking at each other like, am I chocolate or raisin? We're both chocolate, right, babe? We're chocolate-covered chocolate. We're like those little Lindorf guys in the foil, you know? I'm the creamy part and you're the shell because you're so strong, and if you leave me, I'll be a mess. Some of you are like, I am oatmeal and I am good with it. I made the mistake of talking to my happiest married friend after I called off my engagement. Don't do that. Your happiest married friend doesn't remember what it's like to be heartbroken. She's like, well, what are you gonna do now? You gonna get back out there? Are you seeing anybody? And I was like, nope, just gonna focus on my career for a little bit. And she's like, well, why can't you focus on a career and a relationship at the same time? And I was like, how do I explain this in a way you might understand? Why can't I focus on a career and a relationship? Have you ever been on the freeway in traffic and your lane stops, but the one next to you keeps moving, so you get in the one that's moving, and as soon as you get the one that's moving, that one stops, and the one next to you starts moving again. So you get back in that first one, because that one's moving now, and as soon as you get back in that first one, that one stops again, and the one next to you starts moving. And after you go back and forth a few more times, at a certain point, you're like, okay, is it fucking me? And she's like, yeah, I don't know if I get it, because, you know, John and I, we usually just, boop, get in the carpool lane. And I was like, where's your baby? I'm gonna drop it. I actually did get into a new relationship pretty quickly after I called off my engagement. I wasn't trying to. I really wasn't. A lot of my friends were like, you should stay single for a while. You should maybe get a cat. And I was like, hard pass. I have never left an interaction with a cat feeling better about who I was. Every cat reacts to people the way I react to seeing girls I went to middle school with in a Target. Just like, oh no! Like, that's every cat. I don't want to come home to that energy. But I wasn't looking for a relationship. I was trying to have like a fun, sexy fling, which doesn't usually go great for me because I have this round, wholesome face that people think they should build a life with. Every time I'm like, we could bone or whatever, guys are like, no, I'm all right, but you could meet my mom. Do you want to do that? You seem like you'd be better at meeting my mom than having sex, and they are not wrong, all right? I will meet your mom all night long. Moms like me so much for no reason. I was dating a guy years ago. We were totally on the rocks having problems. And I went to lunch with his mom hoping to get some advice. And halfway through lunch, she puts her hand on my hand and goes, you know, Taylor, my son's a lot like his father. And if I could go back in time, I don't know that I'd marry his father again. And I was like, are you saving my life in this Panera Bread right now? It was like a movie when an older character sacrifices themselves for the good of the journey. Like, she Gandalf'd me. She's like, fly, you fool! She was a bad mom and a bad wife, but such a good friend. Oh my God. Hoes before sons, am I right? I think about her every day. And my boyfriend wasn't looking for a relationship either when we met. Straight dudes usually aren't, you know? Women are surprised when they find a guy who can make them come, and straight dudes are surprised when they find a girl who can make them feel genuine feelings in their heart. Like, women are like, he got me off 3 times, and guys are like, I mean, I just fucking like her, dude. Like, we talked all day, I didn't want to hit her, it was nuts. She's just like my friend? I don't know. I want to like lick her heart, I think. Straight dudes are so proud of themselves for falling in love. It's really cute. They're like, I love you. Hell yeah, buddy, I knew you could get there. Women fall in love, we're like, I love you. Fucking again, you dumb bitch. You were supposed to love you first. You keep skipping that part. It is eat, pray, then love. Oh my God, it's okay. We'll try again in a year and a half.